Alrighty, it's getting cold and we need to put insulation in our bedroom we've been working on forever. So before we put insulation in, we got to put these baffles. Baffles or attic vents, whatever you want to call them. Installation. Place ventilation channel over top plate. Secure to roof deck with staples. Install attic insulation tied against ventilation. So, wait, I think I got one of these open somewhere. Here we go. Here's what they look like. Nothing but a flimsy piece of styrofoam. So we're going to put these in between each rafter. I've never done it. I think this is the way you do it. This is how I'm going to do it. So, and all you do is staple them. So, alright. Here's the plan. Put this up. Shoot some staples in it. Uh-oh. Something in my eyeball. What?
Make it go real fast like you did it 2 seconds.
Alrighty. Alright, so all I did was staple it. It's up pretty tight. And all this does is when we put insulation here, it gives it airflow will come through these and vent out in the soffit. All this does is keep insulation from clogging up the airways. So insulation can be all the way against this, but it'll still have a way to vent air. Nothing fancy, nothing magical, just keeps air flowing. I'm going to do this all the way across. this side and over there in this side.
Do it, I'm not doing it by myself.
So this side's a little more narrow. Well, these are perforated. And all I did is rip it apart, right down the perforation. And I'll put this one up. That'll be our ventilation for this side. So that'll be 3 down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more on this side. And to get to the main part of the house, I have to crawl up in the attic. Let me see if I can get up here without the ladder falling. Oh. So here's the other side of that. So I gotta come through here, through this attic that is not finished either, all the way over to somewhere. But really all I have to do is get it to that point. Then I can come later and tie it in. But right now, I'm going to see if I have enough cable. Oh, jeez. Here's a bunch. It should be enough. There's a bunch more if I need it. So, I'm going to drill through the silver plates and almost fell. Run this wire through this wall, and then that'll be good enough. That way I don't have to be up in that attic above the bedroom trying to run wire. There's a bunch of insulation there. That's what we're going to try next. So now to get a cable wire from this box through this top plate, through this top plate, so I can get it over there, I'm going to have to drill some holes through this to run the wire. It's very simple. Let's take a drill, the spade bit, and drill. Try to keep it straight. One hole there. I'll do the same up here. And that's that. Get the wire and run it through. Right through the top hole. Down through these. And then we'll go in. I gotta knock this little plug out in the back. We'll put the wire through here. Just take anything, you can knock these out. We'll just run the wire into the box. Pull it through. Well, make sure we got enough slack. Pull it through, and I'll run it all the way across.
Are you gonna scrap it?
So this is too big. Wait, this? It's too big to go through that hole. So these are easy to put ends on. Cut it off. Put it through the hole. Give myself plenty to work with later. And run that wire all the way across. Drill a hole, fish it through, and that'll be good for now. So here's the cable wire. Got it ran. I'm going to drill a hole in this wall. I can tell there's a stud here because of the nails. So I'm just going to move to one side. Put a hole. And then a ton of wire. Here's the other end. Into the hole, which goes into the main part of the house. Put all the slack through it. This should reach to the junction box in there that tied into the rest of the house. So we got all the slack pulled out. Ran across, down the new jack. Okay, now before we start the insulation, I have to make sure these lights, this can light, this can light, I need to make sure they're the same distance from this, which is going to be a ceiling fan, and that distance should match from here to there. So all four of these lights should be same distance away from, that is the center of the room. I'm going to measure that out, get these set, and then start to insulate. So I measured, made sure these two lights are, I guess, parallel with each other. This one and that one. This one and that one. And they're all the same distance from the center. Now we can do insulation. All right, it's insulation time. We're putting R30 for the attic. And there is 11 pieces. In each bag, 48 inches long, 24 inches wide. Cut this bad boy open. That's what we're going to put in the attic.